Good morning, CrossFit Lakeway. I want to give you a fast update on the new program. And with that comes a discussion about what was good and what was bad about the old program. So, good things first. Number one is the skill work. Now, I know you guys didn't like the full skill day, so I've gotten rid of that. I'll show you how I incorporated it in the new program. But the skills went really well. A lot of you got your first double under. Congratulations. A lot of you are getting much better in your handstands and your kips as well. We're going to continue that progress in the new cycle. The other good I saw was the tempo. So it was a tempo cycle, which means you slowed down your reps and you were able to dial in your technique. So some of you were able to squat lower while maintaining posture. Some of you cleaned up your bar path on your bench press. So a lot of good overall technique improvement with the tempo cycle. And then stretching. Thank you for staying at the end and stretching. I think keeping it short like we have it is really good. It keeps you there. It gets you cooled down. But if you really want to progress, you're going to need to do some extra stretching afterwards or on your own later on in the day to increase your range of motion. All right, now what was some of the bad in the old program? So the assault bike, the pacing specifically on the assault bike. Some of you would do your workout, you'd go hot out the gate, and then you just weren't pacing correctly and you're just smoke checking yourself for the whole workout on that bike. So we're going to address that. The rowing technique, some of you, you're doing great, but some of you are what I call short stroking, which means you're not getting the full extension, the full use of your pull because you're trying to go too fast, thinking that that's going to get you more calories or more meters, when in reality, slow and smooth is fast on the rower. So I'm going to show you how we're going to address that. And then lastly, the lunges. So lunge technique was good up to a point when you got fatigued and then the technique started to break down. You started to lean over that forward leg instead of staying upright and centered between the two of your legs. So we're going to address that. All right, so how do we address these things in the new program? As you noticed yesterday, your biking days are going to be interval days. So yesterday we did 40 seconds, nice and easy, 20 seconds, hard and fast. And what I need you to be doing is paying attention to two things. Number one, your heart rate, right? So when you get to the hard and fast, I want you to get up close to that red zone. I don't need you quite like at 96, 97%, but right at that 90% line is going to be great. And then getting your heart rate back down during the slow and easy portion of it. And I also want you to pay attention to your RPMs, right? Are you holding 50 RPMs on the slow and easy and then 60 to 65 on the hard and fast, and see what RPMs are good pace for you that doesn't redline you, and what are the RPMs that does redline you, so that when we get out of this cycle and into a new cycle and they're throwing in WODs, you're like, oh, I need to hold 45 RPMs. That way I'm okay for the rest of the workout and I'm not skyrocketing my heart rate into the red zone. I got rid of the skill day and I'm pairing it now with the biking and the road days. So just like yesterday, you're going to get an EMOM for both of these skill WODs. The one paired with the assault bike was the handstand push-ups and the double unders. So if you don't have them, you're going to have time to practice them. For those of you that have those skills, this just turns into a new EMOM workout for you. So I gave you 5 handstand push-ups and 30 double unders. Expect those numbers to go up through the cycle. Okay, how do we improve the rowing technique? You really just need more time to practice your rowing technique instead of just 250 meters in a workout. So you're going to get some steady state cardio on the rower, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes of just steady state rowing. I need you to slow down. Keep your heart rate within a certain range. So we're going to change it up depending on the week. I think we're starting at the 80 to 85% range for this week, but your focus should be on your technique. Nice, long, steady pulls. You should be going through the proper order of the pull, so your legs, hips, back, and arms, and then reversing that to go back in to your starting position. I am also pairing that with a skill EMOM. We're going to focus on your pistol squats, and we're going to be continuing to focus on whether you're just getting the basic gymnastic kip, whether you're adding a knee tuck or a toast bar at the end of that, or you're trying to go for your first muscle up, and we're going to get you the kip that you need for that. Finally, to address the lunges technique, what I've done is I've just made it its own strength element. So now you're going to be able to challenge your posture. Remember, we like a nice, good, wide stance, feet outside the shoulders, keeping your feet in line with on your train tracks, as I like to call it. But really the important thing is keeping that torso upright and centered between the two of your legs. Too common, I see you guys leaning forward and letting that quad take over on that lunge. So stay upright, keep your chest up, keep yourself centered, and hammer home on these lunges. All right, couple of last little things about the new program. So pull-ups, I'm really want to get you guys strong in your pull-up game. So I'm giving you a lot of pull-up work. You're going to have a pull-up day, a chin-up day, and then a horizontal pull day, your bent rows and whatnot. So really, we've gone from a high rep scheme on the last cycle. Now I'm bringing it down, and we're going to make it heavy. So if you've got pull-ups, it's going to be about 5 reps, but we're loading you with some weight on a weight belt. If you don't have pull-ups, you're going to go across the street. You're going to get on that lat pull-down machine. I'm also going to be keeping the stretches. That was very well received. You're going to go on a 2-week cycle. So every 2 weeks, you're going to hit the same stretches for that workout. They're specific to the muscle groups you worked out. And then after 2 weeks, we're going to do all new stretches. So we're going to keep it varied to keep you interested. All right, last thing, help us help you. And what I mean by that is start using Train Heroic. Please, you have got to record what weights you're doing. This is the start of a cycle. Next week, I'm going to be telling you to add more weight. And if you come in and I'm like, hey, add 10 pounds to your back squat, and you're like, oh, I don't remember how much I did last week, you're not going to get the full benefit of this program. We have got to stress to progress you. So for you to improve in the lunges or to improve on any of these other lifts, you've got to know where you started so that you can keep adding weight properly. All right, that's all I've got. If you've got any questions, just leave them in the comments. I will comment back. There you go. Have a good day. Take care.